Boom. Okay. All right. We're live. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Camp Slash Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past every Monday at 8 p.m. Central, live on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, maybe Facebook if it's connecting. I am your head camp counselor, Duck. I'm here with other head camp counselors. We have Miles. Hey, babe. It is babe, isn't it? Francis. Miles, how you doing? How you doing,
Babing
babe?
it up, babe.
There you go, babe. All right, next we got David. I guess I'm not used to being chased around the mall in the middle of the night by killer robots. Jessup. David, how are you, sir?
I'm pretty good discovering this new thing called streaming.
Yes.
It's pretty fun.
Yes. Next we got Crux. Trust me, absolutely nothing can go wrong. Crawford. Crux, how you doing, sir?
Good. Happy to be here.
Excellent. Next we got Jay. I have to have a cigarette, and I have to have one now. McClintock. Jay, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well, man. I quite enjoy this. This was a quick one. This one very little fat. Little fat on this one.
Fun movie. And finally we got Raph. Thank you. Have a nice day, Ramirez. Raph, how are you, sir?
Fantastic, sir. Fantastic.
And I'm gonna add in I'm Ducky, waitress more butter Wenzel. Just because I wanted to use it. Y'all, we watched Shopping Mall, release date November 14th, 1986. Running time 76 minutes with a budget of estimated $800,000. Synopsis: a small group of young shopping mall employees stay behind for a late night party in one of the stores. When the mall goes on lockdown before they can get out, the robot security system malfunctions and goes on a killing spree. I'm sure that could have been shorter. Okay. Let's watch a trailer for this piece of shit awesome movie. It was a great movie. All right, can you see Shopping Mall there, y'all?
Mm-hmm.
What an awesome fucking poster. Can we just give it
We'll give it
so
its props.
intense.
I agree that the poster and the name are both great, but it's always bothered me that I do not feel that either actually fit this movie at
Fair
all.
enough.
No, it's fucking
a red herring.
misleading. It's misleading
It's
as
very
shit.
misleading, but it's iconically misleading.
It was originally called Killbots, and they changed the name because people were confusing it with Transformers and stuff like that, I guess.
Honestly,
yeah.
Killbots for this movie is a arguably better title,
Yeah,
even
but the
though I
toy
would rather go
companies-
see this movie.
Toy companies were going to sue the shit out of them.
I expected something completely different before watching this, but I was surprised, and I loved it. So, all right, trailer time.
They broke into the mall for the wildest all-night party of their lives.
Get dead meat.
They
There
did
he
not
is.
break it mall.
But you're never alone in the chopping mall.
What's that?
About those blast doors.
Robot blood.
Well, they need those now in San Francisco.
Oh, they showed the head explosion in the trailer.
That's
That's
wild.
not trailer.
Chopping
It's not
mall,
trailer. I love the way
where
you said that.
shopping costs you.
Oh, he's carrying a head.
Yeah, that wasn't in the movie.
What the fuck
Yeah.
is that?
There's that mannish woman. All right, that's the trailer right there. How do I close this? Okay. Let's talk history with the movie. Does anyone have history other than Raph with the movie?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, dude.
Good, Jay. What you got?
I've just been a lifelong member, probably since came out, what, 86 it said? Was that when it came out?
Yeah, 86.
I probably seen this movie 40 times in about 30 years. I see this movie at least twice a year for at least the past couple of years. It's, I can't miss it. It's just
It's a
fun.
puppy.
It just does a lot of things really well.
I agree with
just-
that.
It trims all the fat. It uses every dollar really well.
So,
I could praise it for a lot of things. It's a visual achievement, I think. I really do believe that. For its budget, I think it was a fucking trendsetter. That's pretty amazing shit they did.
They
Yeah,
built most of those robots with like parts of wheelchairs. That's pretty impressive, like just on its own.
Yeah.
Did everyone see the
Their
puppy?
use of effects is so like in this day of like Terminator, you get a slight Terminator feel from these things. It's not so corny. I can imagine it not looking so corny the first time you see it in 1986. Would you all agree with that?
You still get that Johnny Five feel though.
I do. But I love Johnny Five. I love
Yeah,
Johnny
for sure, dude.
That's
It's
awesome.
Johnny Five, but less racist.
Yeah, Jesus,
No
yeah.
accent.
I saw something on IMDb where it's like those two movies are really the inverse of each other if you think about it. They're both basically robots who got their personality like turned backwards because they got struck by lightning. It's just one became evil and one became a moderately lovable racist.
Well, I don't know. The
Moderately
one looks rather
lovable.
swarvy Middle Eastern or whatever the guy said. So I thought that was kind of racist.
Oh yeah, he did say that. That was
Yeah.
wild.
That was kind of racist. Miles, what's your history with it?
This is one of those mini VHS tapes that I got from the local video store because of how dope the cover it was. And I do remember, like, the first time I saw it, I think I was, like, mildly upset because I was like, this is lame, these dorky-looking robots. But then the boobs came out, and I was like, this isn't that bad for an hour and 16-minute mil film.
Yeah, dude.
Good
I
use of time. Good use of time.
It was
And
so
it does
much
great.
fun.
Honestly, I agree with Jay. It is, I mean, you can't really stretch an hour and 16 too much with that concept. It's they do a good job of keeping it interesting pretty much the entire time. And we even get an after credit sequence, which is
Yeah,
something
that was
you
nice.
don't get before the Marvel universe, right?
You don't have to get that. You don't have to get that.
You know what shocked me was Super Mario Brothers. The movie has an after credit scene, a post credit scene, and that shocked
Sure it
me.
is.
Oh,
Raph,
man.
why did
we
you
can make that a movie?
Crux,
That
have
could
you
be a
seen it
horror
before,
movie.
Crux?
No, I can't believe I don't have a history with this, man. I love the soundtrack. I love 80s horror movies. I love the cheesiness. I love the whole thing, man. It's right up my alley. I don't know, it just slipped through my radar.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's so much fun. David, did you see this before?
Fuck no.
I told you I put
I
$5
have
on it.
never. You know why I didn't see it? It was one of those movies where I heard, because it didn't come out in theaters where I lived, but I heard like my horror fan friends were like, "Don't fucking watch this movie. That poster's bullshit." Like I was warned from the beginning, this is not the movie.
Oh,
And
you
then-
got it spoiled, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank God. Jesus,
Oh,
thank you.
Oh, you hate
glad.
this?
I knew
Yes.
he hated it. I knew it.
You
I
were right.
Oh, you got a Terminator.
got the
love it.
Awful.
$5.
You were right.
I can't
It's
wait.
so bad.
Raph,
And my question though is, was it made bad on purpose?
it's a
or do you
Roger
think they're
No,
Corman.
making it?
man. They stretched it. $800,000, man. They stretched.
It's a
that
Roger
commendable,
Corman
man.
joint, dude. It's,
Oh, it is?
yeah.
I
It's
thought it was Roger
Oh.
Corman.
yeah, it's a Corman, dude. It's
He didn't
super
direct
cool,
it.
too. No, I mean,
Yeah.
that's
His
what-
wife produced it or his daughter produced it?
Now it's just Corman, dude, all the way through. He was there for the first 3 days of the shoot and said, you guys got it.
Jim Wisnorski.
Yeah, that's
He's
So-
the director, but there's a Corman in there. There's a producer.
Julie Corman.
Julie Corman.
Yeah.
So it originally came out in theaters as Killbots, and it was 15 minutes longer. But since it didn't do that well, they did a second release with the name change, the poster, and it was 15 minutes shorter, and it became a cult classic then.
Boom.
Imagine advertising like we cut 15 minutes of fat off of it so it doesn't suck down. It's like every
We heard
version
ya.
of the day it'd be the opposite, dude. It's like the Snyder cut. Here's our 4-hour black and white version of Chopping Mall.
Yeah.
Well, the only upsetting part is if it was 15 minutes of boobs, because then
Yeah.
that would have definitely ruined it.
It had the
How
hitters.
great would it be to make a sequel where the robots are guarding empty malls now that have no need for them? And it's like like that murder death robot show on Netflix.
Fighting
Yeah.
against like YouTubers trying to get, closed mall footage.
Yeah, people trying to shoot their haunted house like videos there.
That would be
So
sweet, actually.
I technically I hadn't seen this movie before. It was actually recommended to me by my friend Neil, and I'm glad he did because it turned out to be great. Again, the soundtrack is awesome. It got that synthesizer in it, and I love that sound. And then the hitters, 15 minutes in, 20 minutes in, and 43 minutes in, they were solid. I really enjoyed those. And it was fun. It went fast. Again, like Crux said last week, it's a movie that just starts right off the bat for no reason. The action is right away, and it was fun. I kept laughing and I enjoyed the whole thing. They did use the best kill within the second or the third kill where the girl's head exploded.
Yeah.
It was so good. I was like, oh hell yeah, we're gonna get a lot of that. And we did it. That was disappointing. But other than that, solid film.
You know what's weird is I felt the same way. Like that's the best kill in the movie. Obviously, that's the money
Absolutely.
shot.
No,
That
that's
kill
where you-
cost $700,000.
Yeah.
I had to
Yeah.
work with
yeah,
that.
and some change.
The other 100,000 was the lasers.
Yeah,
Like
And-
people were praying. People were calling home and be like, all right, well, it just don't work out.
all I could think while watching
We're
this
going back
is
to the street.
how we
you know?
used to do the midnight movie. This is a perfect midnight movie. Like it's just so much
Oh.
fun, so cheesy. Like you said,
Short.
the music, the
Short.
I kept saying, "Run, bitch!"
The
run,
music
bitch, run,
was
bitch."
so good, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It did. That
Anytime you put some
captured.
programmed 80s drums in there.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I love it, dude.
It
And I
captured
love
the
the-
idea of a mall and a killer robot at the same time. Like it really nailed it.
I
Like
just
a
like
dime
looking at
mall.
old stores. I like looking at old stores and thinking about the times of the malls and how they're gone. And it kind of saddens me sometimes to think about the the death of the American mall. But it's something that I've experienced in my lifetime, and so
For sure.
it's cool to go back and see it. And this mall's actually kind of thriving.
Didn't you say you almost went to see it, Jay?
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, they say it's holding on, but it's kind of its vacancies are going up. It's just like it's a tidal wave, man.
It's a mall.
It's a tidal wave.
Yeah, they also filmed Commando, I think, in this mall, and parts of Fast Time at Ridgemont High. I think
Absolutely.
is what it
Buffy
was.
the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
Is
a
this
cool
the
little
Sherman
mall.
Oaks Galleria? Is
Super
that
cop.
what this is?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's great.
Have you been to a Crux?
I grew up a couple miles from it.
Oh, right
Oh,
on.
wow.
So you've been there. Yeah.
Is it super popular?
I've smoked weed in the parking lot.
Nice.
Parking structure. Parking structure.
And then you went to see Chopping Mall. That would be trippy.
That would be trippy.
Yeah, this movie begins kind of like ridiculous. Who is that couple? Why are they talking in the
Oh,
presentation
the sassy couple that
Talking
like
shit.
I roll together.
with the mannish woman? And like I'm sitting there going like they're from
The
another.
dude's a pretty prolific character actor. He'd been in comedies. David, back me up. He'd been in comedies for the past like 20, 30 years, dude.
Well, evidently these characters
He's
that
a
they're playing
famous
are actually
character actor.
characters from another movie.
He's very famous. Like
I-
he's
wow.
really,
I will-
really famous. Let's
On
look
your
it up.
mall meeting, Ducky, I will say I've worked in several malls, seen lots of ways that they spread news. It's never in the stage in the center of the mall, and no one ever goes before or after work collectively to do so. You're lucky if you get a memo, and it's more of a like, we're doing this now, not like what you think about it.
Yeah. It definitely was a big presentation. I like the that you
Paul
have the
Bartel,
worker
yeah.
people. I don't know who the actor is. He's one of those. It's that guy, the second tech who comes in and he's like eats the donut and he's goofing off the whole time. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
I don't. He's one of those. That's that guy. One of those prolific '80s actors. So good, Raph.
Right.
What happened to the first body? The
They
kill.
ate it.
It was just the robots didn't have anything to eat it with.
They didn't go to the
Immediately-
food court yet.
Immediately, I was like, "Where's the fucking body? Why would they dispose of a body?"
They gotta
Like-
go to Sharper Image to try out some
Ah.
badass new
Dude, there's a
silverware.
lot of like.
They could have really done some great product placement. in
There's
this
a lot
movie.
of goofs
They
in this
fucked up.
movie. Anyhow, like whenever the
They
girl
could
gets
have
caught
had
on
a
fire.
$50 million budget in this movie if they knew how to shake the right hands. You know what I'm saying? I mean it. I really do.
So they have
Could've been a
the mess up
frenzy.
where they catch the girl on fire, and then you see the gas can is actually still next to her and it hasn't exploded. She's just on fire, and then the girl, whenever she climbs under the thing, gets the spiders on her. Then they're like fake spiders out of nowhere when she climbs out. There's just a lot of little screw ups like that
Yeah.
that give this
Charm.
movie that exactly. Just it's pure
Charm.
cheat.
The
Pure
core.
cheese.
Well,
Charm.
what happened was they cut out that 14 minutes. If you find that footage on YouTube, it actually ties everything together, and that's what screwed it up.
I've also heard
The
if you-
novelization.
Ah, damn it! You beat me to it.
The,
I
the
never get to do the
novelization,
novelization.
the
I never
novelization for
do.
this movie
I-
was a
I-
pop-up book.
It's a rare treat to get to the novelization. This is a big deal. You'll let me have this one.
The characters they break the cardinal rule. They all have sex and they all get killed, and they get killed in the order, not the order that you see them having sex, but like the couples go together. I thought that was kind of interesting. That it's always like the male and
Oh,
the
they
female.
paired
like-
off immediately.
Yeah, and so like whenever they get killed in that order. Like it's the head explode girl, and the guy gets his head kind of cut off, but not really. And then you know what I mean, like. it's just kind of fun the way that they kill the characters. And
Did anyone recognize Cody Odell, the nerdy main guy? Anyone recognize him?
No.
Well, he's in two iconic 80s franchises. For one, he is one of the original Cobra Kai in the Karate Kid.
Oh wow.
And two, he was. I'm trying to think. Yeah, he's a really like big deal. He was in that, and he was in. He's been in a couple of things like really close to that just became huge right before that.
Damn.
Right on.
Yeah.
No, I didn't remember any of them, but I was trying to remember those titties.
Oh, Head of the Class. Y'all remember that show from the 80s, Head of the Class? David, do you remember that show?
I remember the title.
No.
Yeah.
Or I recall, I know the title.
Yeah, he was in that show.
I remember the other one on Cinemax, Getting Head in the Class.
Oh, God. Softcore experience. Red Shoe Diaries knew how to toe the line. That's all I'm saying.
By the way, how about the reverse shaming here of the guy fucking began the fat shaming? Like, yeah, this is where this whale comes to beach every day when he sees
God.
Like,
Dude, that was me eating. I'm not even joking. Like, more butter, please. Or
More
More butter, please.
I think they need to make an 80s style horror movie, but in this one, everyone fucking lives and everyone being good dies.
Yeah, dude.
That's what
Yeah,
I would
if
like
somebody
to see.
passes the joint, like doesn't take
Yeah.
it, they get
They
slaughtered.
get killed. The one girl studying, gets killed. The
Yeah.
other one abstaining. Yeah, fuck yeah, I would like to see that. Let's make that happen.
Oh, okay. I get it, because the nerdy couple didn't have sex and they lived.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
And everyone who showed the hitters got fucking outed. So, but I mean, those were some nice hitters. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the bigger the tits, the more chance they have of
The
surviving.
girl was also in
The
Night
bigger
of the
the
Comet.
tits,
She's
the
been
bigger
in
the
another
kill.
movie. She's got a pretty nice little catalog of movies.
And
Pretty nice
racks.
little, what was that, Jay? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Night of the Comet. She was in Night of the Comet.
Oh, I
She's
love
one
Night of the
main
Comet.
actresses.
That's so much fun, man.
Yeah,
That's a good movie.
do you recognize her, David?
Yep.
Yeah, she's,
Now I
think she's
do.
a little sister.
Yeah.
I've only seen it once. I'm not
Hey,
super familiar with it.
Jay, wait a second. Isn't Night of the Comet the lead actress? Wasn't she in Jaws 4? Not Jaws 4. No, not Jaws 4. Starfighter.
Oh, you're talking about Christopher Guest was. Christopher Guest in Revenge was in. He is the last.
Was in
Starfighter.
Starfighter. But his girlfriend in Last Starfighter.
Yes.
Isn't she the lead in Night of the Comet?
Let's go double check.
Pull it up.
You could be. This could be a home run for our buddy.
All
David.
right.
I wish him well. Catherine Mary Stewart is Regina, and holding back. Sorry.
This is so dramatic.
Night of the Comet.
It
Night of the Comet.
is.
That's her, and she is. Hold on. She is
Feel the dead air. Feel the dead
Maggie
air.
Gordon in The Last Starfighter. You nailed it, buddy.
Nicely done.
And here's the weird thing, Jay. She kind of looks like the guy from Jaws 4. They both have the same horse face.
They merged together in The Last
They
Starfighter.
did.
Hey, good pull, David Jessup. Good pull.
We know
once a year I can do
it. So we kind of know that we all kind of love this movie. David, why do you hate it? I'm very curious.
It just doesn't. It's just dumb. It's stupid. It's like the robots are dumb looking.
Yeah.
Their heads are dumb. So yeah, you're agreeing with me. It's dumb.
You guys, it
That's why I
sounds like
didn't
you guys
like
are
it.
making the same debate points, but on two different sides of the podium.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
This
That's
movie is
a
so
dumb
corny. This movie
movie.
is so corny.
That's why it rocked.
Yeah.
That's exactly. You have to watch it and go like, "This is horrible," but this is horribly amazing.
Well, I don't like dumb movies. I guess I don't know. Every now and then I do. But
If
this
you-
one just.
Do you feel like
Have
if
you
you
not
watched it
been
with,
on this podcast?
if you
Bruh.
let's say we watched it together as a group, do you think you would enjoy it more, or do you think you would be? Like,
If we watched it as a group with the volume off and we interjected our own like Mystery Science Theater 3000,
And then it was a circle jerk.
Yeah. Yes. And then that too. And then the first one who comes gets killed. So then I would like it.
You got that hair trigger. Got that hair trigger, man. Dead eye.
I'm out.
Midnight Glaze. Da-da-da.
I love when they're in the vents and they're like, those damn robots turned up the heat. I was just like, what a weird thing to add to the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they control the whole mall, and then it has those fucking bomb doors, like straight up bomb shelter doors that
They
just
look like
closed.
RoboCop doors.
It was crazy. I'm like, okay, so everything was high tech there except for their fucking sprinkler system. Not one time did the fire alarm go off, and they had fire after fire,
explosion after explosion happened.
which
yeah.
were great. I don't see how David didn't like those explosions.
Yeah.
The explosions were awesome. It doesn't mean the movie still didn't
I
suck.
get it. No, man.
What?
David saw it at the wrong time in life, and he is not coming back from that. I respect it.
Oh
I
man.
respect it.
See,
I
I
respect it. That is his journey.
This movie is a love letter to like how
It's his
awful
journey.
malls must have been in the 80s because
Oh,
it's
God.
like they sold like live ammo and guns, and there was like little ashtrays just every few like
Yeah.
feet in the
Oh,
back.
smoking in the food court.
Yeah.
There was a
Smoking
The
in
whole-
guy
the
smoking,
food
the
court.
guy making the pizza was just smoking over
Yeah.
like the pizza while he was
Doctors
cooking.
smoking.
you
in
got
the
Yeah.
office.
it's that extra flavor that you get in there, man. That's the
I literally said the
It's a
same thing
secret
earlier,
spice.
dude. I'm like, that's why the Sbarro sucks now. We need to let
Yeah.
the chef smoke again.
exactly. It toasts.
Yeah.
It toasts the
taste-
crust just
taste-
a little more. Yeah, it's delicious.
I like when she drops that plate of pizza and he's like, "Oh, you're killing me."
It's a piece of pizza, man. That's some prime real estate on the mall food court, ladies and gentlemen. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know their
That's
audience.
probably the best actor, the pizza guy. And then
Yeah.
he's like, take this,
13-year-olds.
take it while it's hot. Hurry up.
Yeah, I want pizza now, Mom. Well, it's $7. Well, hit me, Mom. Put that shit on plastic. Or whatever. Yeah.
Did you guys ever have
Not
an
that I ever
orange?
do that. So.
Did you guys ever have orange Julius in your malls?
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
Sure, but I never had it.
I never
Dude,
paid for
loved-
it, but I would get samples of it all the time.
I love me some orange Julius, man.
What is Orange
Yeah.
Julius?
My mom would always get it. It's like orange juice smoothies.
That's
Okay.
literally all they sold. That was the entire business.
Damn.
They also had really shitty pizza slices.
Oh,
It
did
was
they?
very
Orange
very
Julius?
strange. Yeah.
I don't remember
Pretty
that at
sure.
all.
What I always remember is like when I was like a little kid, like very, very, very small, I'd go to the mall with my mom and she would get me Cinnabon and then Orange Julius.
Cinnabon, yeah.
Liquefied sugar to wash down.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Is that why you're so tall? Like, did you
They
just?
wanted, yeah, it was because I ate all of my nutrients. You know, I got my sugar food group, my frosting food group, my cinnamon food
Hell
group.
yeah.
Well, is there anything specifically about the movie, Raph? You got a list, right?
Of course.
What you got?
The first hitters were at 15 minutes. The second hitters at 20 minutes, 40 seconds. And then the last hitters, 51 and 56 minutes. No, never mind. That was
Is that the full list?
It was probably
Yeah.
just the first 14
That's
minutes
it.
of the movie that were cut, regardless of what happened. They're like, we just got to get to those hitters faster.
Gotta get them.
There was only 3 times, but they were surprisingly well done. And then again, yeah, it's a classic 80s movie. You have the fucking guys trying to fuck, and then you have the hot girls letting them fuck. You have the nerdy couple. They're obviously gonna survive because they're not doing it. They're like, if Jason Voorhees was after them, he would have left them alone for not fucking.
I like. There's long shots of just robots chasing them. You just hear that music.
And it was great.
Yeah, it was awesome, dude. I don't know.
Great use of a small location. It was really well done.
This is a wonderful background like movie. It's just a fun
You say back rub?
back rub. Yes, that's
Oh.
how I get background movie. Where you
I'm,
just-
I'm genuinely surprised David doesn't even ironically even like this movie
Yeah.
anymore.
I kind of honestly, Duck, you made the comment in the chat that you thought David was going to hate this. There was a part of me that was thinking like this one might like cross the line far enough that David will come back around on it, but clearly we were wrong.
Nope.
Yeah.
I think if we had better robots, and I think if we had better kills, because again, I really felt like I was lied to by the movie poster.
I 100% agree with you on
100%
that.
were.
Yeah.
100%.
And so
False bill
that
of goods.
yeah, that to me really pissed me off.
Unforgivable.
Yeah, it's like, don't fuck. Where's that kick-ass robotic glove with the razor blades for her knuckles.
And bodies like
and
dismembered.
bodies,
It had the fucking
dude.
claws.
Yeah, and instead it's this slow ass robot with
Pinchers.
bad
The
labor.
pinchers didn't even
bad
look
lasers.
threatening. It just looked like, give me a
No.
hug. You know what I mean?
David,
Like Wally.
we
They
can
kind of
get
they
that.
kind of look like
We can make that
the old
happen.
school
Hey.
what's that?
So Duck could recreate it.
What?
Okay.
Duck could recreate it.
What?
The
He could
movie?
recreate a scene where
A
he's
shopping mall.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
just,
down.
let's just remake Shopping Mall.
I
We'll go
actually
find
thought
any
about
mall.
that. I actually thought about that. What does a remake of this movie look like? Do you
There's
make
there's interesting
I
news
think I
on that
described it.
because James Wan, I believe, was interviewed about this very topic, and he said that he would love to do a remake of Shopping Mall.
I would
Yeah,
love to
because
see
he
that.
fucking loves that movie. It's gory as shit too,
Yeah, I would.
So
and it
I would
goes
love to see
there.
it.
I will
It
say
goes-
about the robots, they did have the Lost in Space head and then the Johnny Five body. So I was kind of thrown off. And then the guy in the beginning says, oh, they won't hurt anybody if you show them a badge, but they still shoot lasers.
Dude, he said that was
What
fail
the
proof.
fuck for?
He said that was
Yeah,
fail
but-
proof.
Hey,
I can't tell
David,
you how many IDs I've lost. Like that's not fail proof.
David,
Oh,
Yes, sir.
can I ask you a question as
Uh-huh.
the one who would definitely was in this area? Would you agree that at this point in 1986 that there was a little bit of a robot movie hangover, very similar to like superhero movies are today? You think about it, from 1977 through 1986, every year you had a different movie about robots.
About Killer
Yeah,
Robot.
ruled. Or no, I'm just either Terminator or Star Wars, and then you had like a RoboCop, and then you had like just in Short Circuit, and then you had Terminator, and it's like you get hit with all these different another robot, and you can have the Transformers animated movie, and
Well,
now
I-
you get this horror movie.
I think you also you're also at this point 86. Aren't the slashers getting kind of tired too? Aren't we getting to
I
that
think
point where it's like
some haven't quite peaked, I don't think, or I think that some are like really there, and yeah, they're about to hit their landing.
so you're having a combination of robot overkill and slasher overkill.
Yeah,
you
turn of the
know?
century or turn of the turn
But
of the
they're
decade.
kill bots. They're ridiculous.
We're going Wonder Years on it. I'm sorry, man.
I love the fact that they're held together
Wonder-
with like a wheelchair and some duct tape and a little bit of hope. Like I just love that.
The Wonder Years. As I said in the theater, I thought to myself,
That's gotta be
"Are too many robot movies out?"
the budget must have
Yes.
gone to those fucking robots, right?
Well, they
Oh,
built
God,
5
yes.
of them and
Holy
all
shit.
together. So
Well,
in
the
case-
sequel is just the guy getting sued for the faulty robots.
it's a court drama.
It's like
Awesome.
Pelican Brief. It's like Aaron Brockovich comes after him.
and then he brings one of the robots in there. It's like, no, look, it's cool, and he kills everybody.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
I-
so the weapons. Let's talk about the weapons because at first the guy says it's just gonna tase him, and then he has darts to put him to sleep. But out of nowhere, you get the saw that slices the guy's head, and then you get lasers that literally blow the fucking woman's head up. It's like, why? Where did that come from?
I loved it. I loved it, dude.
That
I,
was wild.
I just that head blow up. I played back just
It was
to see
great.
because it's so seamless, and I saw
was
how
really
they
good.
did it, and they did a fade transition. But like, it looks so amazing. It looks so good. Her credit at the end of the movie is just her head exploded again.
Yes, I love that actually.
That was funny.
So
That
nice
was
they
funny.
That
showed
looked
it
great.
twice. Like
That's
it's so
great.
good, dude.
Dude, that's quite an honor.
But
Yeah,
they-
your head
it
blows
was
up.
slow-mo, practical
I'm gonna be
effects.
immortalized. That girl's like,
Here-
She got
here's
made.
here's
got
the
made.
weird thing. On Rotten Tomatoes, the critics actually give it a better rating than the audience.
Oh,
That
wow.
lets you know
That's impressive.
how
That's
shitty.
great.
here we go.
Wow.
Let's hear it.
55 critics, 39 audience.
Nice.
Now a lot of that is me making fake accounts the last 5 minutes just to fucking shit on
They're
this,
like,
so I can prove my point.
You skewed it. You know what I was thinking to myself watching this, man, because it takes place in the shopping mall and stuff. Just similar to like the God damn it, which Night of the Living Dead in
Oh,
which,
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
so I was thinking about that, but also I was thinking about how Stranger Things, right? You know, the
Oh, yeah.
that
Season
it's
3.
like
Mhm.
all that stuff is cool again because of like the resurgence of like bringing the Cobra Kai back and then Stranger Things and all that stuff and like the music, 80s music, some of the 80s
And the mall.
in vogue.
Did anybody get to go to that
Mall.
Stranger Things pop-up they did at the Grapevine Mills Mall?
It was awesome.
Yeah,
it was great.
dude,
Oh,
it
I
was
wanted
so
to go. I didn't get to
cool.
go.
Yeah,
Dude, this strike is, they're going to be 30 years old before they
it's gonna
graduate
be
high school.
pretty funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Cobra
cast
Kai
of,
too, man. I'm worried about that. You brought up Karate Kid earlier. I'm worried about Cobra Kai as well, dude.
Yeah.
They're gonna be dead.
the cast of Euphoria will all be dead of drug overdoses. by the time they-
Dude,
one of them's
Ralph
already dead.
Macchio, Ralph Macchio's got almost a decade on Dave.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's gonna come back in a wheelchair.
I get to apologize. I have never seen an episode of Cobra Kai, and I hear
can't
it's
believe it.
amazing.
Oh my
I
can't
know. I
believe
hear
it,
it's
dude.
amazing,
It's
so
and
good.
I
Unforgivable.
will make it a point to start watching it.
I'll one up you.
You'll
I've
love
never
it, dude.
seen. I've
Did you
never
love the
seen it.
originals?
Love the well, I love the
Karate
first
Kid.
one. I love the first one a
You
lot.
like at least the second one? The second
No,
one
because
I love.
you know why? Because he doesn't have his girlfriend, Elizabeth Shue. She's not in the second one. That really bummed me out, man.
So I've never
Mhm.
seen the
Dude.
Karate Kids 1 through 3, but I've seen the next Karate Kid quite a few times.
I love the next Karate Kid.
Wow.
I got no.
Pretty
I
good.
love it.
I love the next, but just not seeing the first 3 breaks my heart for you, sir.
Never saw it.
I love them all. Like,
Never
Dude,
saw
'cause
it.
like
the same
I'm not
guy-
even kidding. I'll come watch them with you right now, Duck. Let's go.
Let's go.
The same guy who directed Karate Kid is the guy who directed Rocky.
Yeah. And the
What?
same reaction at the end, man.
Wow.
The theater I
What?
saw it in was cheering. I
Oh,
saw
wow.
that fucking
That's
opening
how I want to
weekend.
see it. I want to see it in a theater.
That's
That was
Cheering,
awesome.
man.
that's what I call. Dude, you feel those you feel those goosebumps?
I thought you were going to say the
Dude.
claws
Wow.
from the robot.
Dude, Karate Kid was so good. And that guy, that bad guy, was such a great bad guy. And he was such a great dick in the 80s, man.
Yeah, but the new show's about him. But anyhow, off the subject of Karate Kid.
Yeah. Yeah, with chopping ball.
Cobra
Speaking of
Kai.
karate chop,
New
is just-
podcast
this
idea,
is
guys.
80s podcast.
dude,
all right.
I'm down. Let's
Let's-
roll.
All right, let's get to
One more thing. One more
Okay.
thing. The last weapon
Starfighter.
that he the last
Oh,
weapon
great,
the
yeah.
robot had was
Don't show-
C4
yeah.
explosive. And he was able to blow a door up with it. Why would that robot have C4 explosive if he's just protecting a goddamn mall?
I just love that it kills Dick Miller. I thought that was great. He's in the movie. And
Bro, it
that's,
electrocutes him. That's fucking
He
And
gets to
that's
be
a
in a lot of these
continuing-
movies.
that's a
He gets-
continuing character that he's played in other movies too.
Oh,
So,
absolutely. He's
so
played
that-
that
a
in
dead
quite a few-
guy.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
died a wealthy man. He died a
Remember-
very wealthy man.
Yeah. I
Remember,
believe it.
Raphael? I mean, the Cold War was still going on. You never know.
What's
what
his
the
name
Russians
again?
were doing. He was before in the mall.
Dick Miller.
What's his name?
Dick
Dick
Miller.
Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crux. That's why I had those blast doors. Just
You
in
never
case the
know.
nukes
You
hit.
never know. You never
All right.
know what Gorbachev's going to wield at you.
All right, let's move to recommend. Miles, do you recommend it?
100%, dude. I mean, like, it's a silly hour and 15 minutes full of interesting kills and pretty solid knockers.
Yeah. Those hitters. Right on. Crux, do you recommend it?
So I've said this on the podcast before. If you are in the mood for what this movie is, right? So if you're in the mood if you want to hear some 80s music, if you want to watch some cheesy 80s dialogue, some cheesy 80s movie budget, if you want to watch some 80s ass shit, this is a movie to watch.
Yeah.
They should have
100%.
just put 80s ass shit on the.
Jay, do you recommend it?
Absolutely, man. I can't recommend it enough. It is super popcorn ready. It is I think it's a movie I think it's kind of a movie that kind of parodies itself. I always looked at it as kind of a little bit of a parody, and when I go into it that kind of mindset, I'm never really disappointed. So I've always kind of considered it kind of a parody of the more serious models that were before it, and it really kind of, I guess, cushioned the blow for me. So if that was the wrong mindset, I'm sorry, but I mean, I always liked it. I always, I'll be its tag team partner.
Right on.
Yeah.
Let's go to the opposite side. David, do you recommend it?
Fuck no. Go watch any A24 horror movie instead of this. Even the bad A24 horror.
Oh, I'll take this 87 times over. It Comes at Night.
You know, I've never seen that.
There's a reason for that, David.
Yeah, I heard.
Thanks for
I have
proving
been
my
told.
point.
Yeah, I have been told to avoid that movie.
Whoa, what? What?
Yeah.
So, Raph, do you recommend it?
Ultimately drop.
Yes, and I gotta say, the girl that got her head blown off was the biggest kill because she had the biggest hitters, hands down.
It was partial hitter in that explosion.
But yeah, I recommend it. Watch it. It's great.
Yeah, and I highly recommend it. I almost watched it again today because I enjoyed it. Red Letter Media does this on one of their Half in the Bags or whatever, Best of the Worst, and I suggest watching that. They had a blast talking about it. They enjoyed the movie. Yeah,
Dude, I watched it
cheesy.
today on the Roku channel with ads, and it was still under an hour and a half.
That's what I'm saying. I looked and it was an hour 15 or whatever it was. I was like, yes, because I love short horror movies. I think it's just so much fun. I want to see the Joe Bob when they talk about it. I think that would be great. But yeah, highly recommend it. I think it's great. So with that said, let's watch some clips of this. Sorry, David. I'm gonna put you through this.
It's fine.
All right, let's do it.
Yes.
Sample.
Stop right there and surrender your weapon.
How you say?
I like how the commercial is more cinematic than what the movie becomes. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Okay. I will admit that I also saw this movie at like as a 7-year-old. So I was pretty young. And I just got done watching Masters of the Universe when it came out. So Masters of the Universe and Shopping Mall as a twofer in the 80s, that is a mad score for any 80s kid, like a back-to-back watch. I'm just saying, I think that's part of the reason why I love this movie so much. I think I can edit my review with that.
Dude,
Weirdly enough, that also makes a great sexual orientation test.
Whoa!
dude, I tell you what, man, the makeup for Skeletor and Master of the Universe is fucking amazing.
Phenomenal.
Dude, that's so
Absolute
badass.
banger. Absolute banger.
There it is.
There we go.
The end. Man, this is a mannish woman right here.
Three Stooges. I don't know, Mary. The one in the middle has an unpleasantly ethnic quality.
They seem
That's
so
Paul
hard.
Bartel. Very famous.
Same robot 3 times. The fuck?
Plenty. For starters, as seen in the film, the protectors do their work.
That was just a
all
Karen from the 80s.
The title
Absolutely nothing can go wrong.
sequence. Love it.
And then everything goes wrong.
I love
Like
it.
the monorail.
This is me eating. 100%
Wonder
me
how
eating.
Brain ordered that guy over there.
There it is.
I should have known.
Dude, yeah, the
Just here every
ridiculous stain.
Butter.
Jay's seen me eat before.
More butter.
Break my heart.
You break in my
Okay.
heart.
You're breaking my heart.
First blood.
It was pretty good.
I had to cut it because the hitters were on the paper and like it shot.
Gotcha,
through the
yeah.
But it was
paper.
broad. But it was broad hitters.
Yeah, but I mean it still counts.
Raw hitters.
Raw hitters.
Bruh.
That's like having the safety
Raphael.
on, right, Ralph?
Raw hitters.
Well, that just lets me know there's gonna be no hitters the rest of this scene.
Can't you wait?
Why are kids called hitters? That's weird.
That's what Raph calls them because his friend called him it, and it's hilarious.
Seal
They-
on
It's-
this.
You
he's-
make,
It's
you
he's
make
making
the
it
girls
very
hit you in
popular.
the face with them?
All the
Is it really-
time.
Oh, okay. Well, that no, it's
Am I
totally
the
cool.
only one that makes it like act like you're attacking me with your titties?
Yes, I think so.
Uh,
I'm pretty sure you are, but that's okay.
It's a reverse motorboat. She's
I
doing
mean,
it to me.
I like to do the boxing thing,
No.
but that's just me. We all are different.
I can't.
Oh man.
What can't you wait for, Michael?
Oh shit!
Mr. Todd.
Second blood.
Mr. Todd.
Like who is this guy? He's the ultimate character actor. Hi.
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 Wait, is he the bad guy from
was
not
great.
Mr. Deeds, Billy Madison?
Nice.
Is he from?
Like,
don't
is he the
remember.
douchey teacher at the or the douchey guy that's like trying to make him lose his inheritance?
No, I don't think.
I
don't
think he
it's
is,
him.
but I may
Which guy is this? Which guy is
the
this?
guy that we just saw die on screen a moment ago.
The business
The
guy.
guy,
The guy.
he
who's-
said was the ultimate character actor. I'll look it up.
I'm not sure.
No.
Whoa.
Great shot.
Lady.
Look at those punchers.
Got a license for that outfit?
Going down.
Look at those.
Oh, there's a poobie.
No.
There's a baby.
I didn't see you can see it, but you can definitely see it.
Oh, you can see it. As you can see, it's the biggest one, and that's why her head explodes.
Oh no, we lost
And she's a smoker. And they did it because she's a
Chocolate for
smoker.
the Furniture King.
Carlton Banks.
All right, killing Dick Miller. Oops. I like how it just knocks over. Like, whatever.
You son of a bitch. Look what you did. I ought to turn you into scrap metal for this. I knew you bastards were going to be trouble when I first brought you in here.
That's pretty great.
I mean, he's wearing rubber shoes, so it's not very believable.
But like Dick Miller was not going to win this battle at all.
80s Pauly Walnuts.
Messages.
There haven't been any messages for you.
Is that a thing that happened? Like people would call and ask if there were messages on the payphones?
Okay.
It did right there.
Hey guys, y'all remember that Sword and Sorcery series in the 80s called Death Stalker?
Yes.
He was the Death Stalker in the sequel.
Man, my little things are going way too quick. Robot hug. Hug me. I am.
Patrick Swayze look.
That's a
Kinda,
dart in the ass.
Absolutely.
Dead body tripping.
Was that like elephant tranquilizers?
They said darts. Like everyone know it better than I. Yeah, we're gonna shoot him with darts. And what if I don't have my badge? Well, we're gonna shoot you with darts.
Yeah. And then slice your neck.
And then if you're having sex, we're gonna blow your fucking head off.
Which we're getting to here in a second. Blood.
Oh god.
All right,
that's pretty good.
Here it comes.
That's pretty good.
The head explosion.
Nice.
Here it goes, slow motion.
Bro, that was great. When I saw it,
It looks
oh
even
wow.
good, like all the way. Yeah, it's a solid kill.
Yeah, catchphrase.
Again, it would have made this 100 times better had there been more of those.
Oh yeah, they do. That's the kill of the movie. What's with the puppy behind you? Is that a baby?
Yeah, it's Cena, the Warrior Princess.
Nice. Let's take a gander.
It's been puppy cast. Turn up the heat.
Heat's been turned on. In the middle of summer, they know we're in here. They're trying to French fry us.
That's gonna be a big boy.
Come out to the coast. We'll have a good time.
Be a good boy, Raph.
It's gonna be a good girl. Cena, the Warrior Princess.
Good girl, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, she's 5 months and she's already that size.
Okay.
Let's go send those fuckers a Rambogram.
I don't know what a grammogram is.
Rambogram, dude.
What
A
is that?
Rambogram, like
Dude,
from
this
the movie
already
Rambo.
becomes- This is a typical male fantasy after watching Rambo for a lot of guys, or like Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Those movies pumped you up. For,
It just made murder seem so cool, dude.
well, especially against robots. Especially against robots. After like Terminator and shit like that, it's like, no, this is fine. We're the good guys.
I like how they
You know what
walk
I'm
in
saying?
sync here. This is pretty fun. Yeah.
This
the
does have
music.
Ghostbusters energy for sure.
Get that synth going, dude.
Crux, you guys should remake the music from this one too. And see if
Yeah, dude, we should.
plays
How
off.
about John Cena, Warrior Princess?
Yes. Bum, bum, bum. We did that. We did not plan that.
Propane. Good explosion. Molotov.
Cap off and stuff the cloth in.
So that was kind of dumb. They made so many and didn't use them.
Regular or unleaded. It gets the job done.
But again, that was a good kill when that girl catches on fire. I
Right
was
here.
impressed.
Fires. What's this? But watch, the propane is still there. Not propane, but the fuel is still there.
Still a pretty good fucking effect. Pretty good effect.
Yeah, I like that David was enjoying that. Deadeye.
Boom.
Good explosion.
Boom.
Excellent.
Predates it by 4 years.
Again, no fire
Lucky
extinguishers,
shot. But she got
fire
the shot.
sprinklers.
She was destined to make that shot.
It's in. Yeah, and it won't be long before it comes.
I'm sorry.
I was like, what the fuck?
I'm trying. I evidently made the things too short. Death scene. And then this guy, why is he driving into it?
Yeah, the thing's freaking out and he kills himself.
Kind of like a Segway. It looks like a.
That was suicide by robot.
That's what I should have called the
He just
clip.
had to find a reason to kill him. He's like, I want to die.
Yeah, I'm tired of this.
And what was he riding? Like a Zamboni sweeper or something?
What was it? I thought the same thing. I thought it was one of those golf carts you ride around Walmart and shit like that.
Nobody made this movie thinking there is going to be a sequel. Nobody. It was like, this is it, boys.
Jump scare. There he is. Give me a hug. These robots just want a hug. Chucking shit.
No. Take it back. Yeah, that's Cody Odell.
I don't like spiders and snakes.
Spiders and snakes.
That robot did not give a fuck. I think it was actually doing that on purpose to use the spiders. Yeah.
Isn't this just a
you mean
cautionary tale?
They wanted to see the spiders and the snakes fuck each other out. So I remember those videos in middle school. I specifically remember it was in 7th grade. They showed no bullshit. They showed a video that started with a snake eating a spider, right? And it was really gruesome. They wanted to make sure we saw it, and then they immediately showed a snake or a spider eating a snake. Like they were immediately showing. I don't know. We got to.
Wasn't that
use
just
our battles? It was our first. It was a great dream match that we never knew we wanted to see.
Biology class or something like that?
That's science, just science class.
Well, wasn't that just the boat scene on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory
too?
Probably.
Isn't this movie just a cautionary tale on driverless taxis?
All right, so notice she's got real spiders on her, and now she got fake spiders on her.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh, that makes me so happy. Big fall. She be dead. Breaking the window. This is definitely a man doing this right here.
God damn.
Not that women can't break windows. I'm just saying.
You know that for a fact?
Maybe if you let a man loosen the window first.
Jesus.
Best explosion
That's
ever.
a badass kill. That's crazy. They let him destroy that much. It had to be on a soundstage.
What's crazy is
that had to
them
be on a
having a paint store in the mall in the 80s.
That's a soundstage.
And the paint
That was
cans
not
weren't
on the
filled the whole way either.
Oh, all the budget was provided by Ellis Paint Company. They want to advertise their
The most explosive
that wasn't
paint.
in the mall. Was that in the mall?
Yeah.
You actually filmed that?
I mean, no, it was probably made in a soundstage.
Yeah.
But
That's what I'm saying.
it's representing the mall.
I don't know.
I know.
There's
It's
a bench there.
it's like the one soundstage.
There's a bench there. I'm pretty sure that's the mall. Like,
That means it had to be the mall.
Maybe, whatever. Who cares? I mean, it's a marvel. It's a modern marvel.
It's a great explosion.
Yeah, real fire always looks best.
Love practical.
Practical effects.
Yeah.
Dude. And it uses a little bit of CGI, but just a very calculated and not stupid.
I mean, it's mostly practical effects. This is just like Oppenheimer, guys. This is really just like Christopher Nolan.
David, I'm telling you, you're gonna come around on this movie one day.
Hey, did you guys ever hear
Did
the
you
tagline
accidentally
for?
watch the TV edited version without the hitters? Because I feel like that's.
Did you guys hear the tagline for Ellis Paint? It was "You'll cross the Atlantic for our colors." Ellis Island is never mind.
And here with the deep
take. And then there you go.
Perfect timing. Susie Slater.
Old Susie
That's
Slater.
the dead woman.
And then this is a post-credit scene. Does it
Does
survive?
anybody know what movie had the first ever post-credit scene?
Thank you.
$5
No idea.
this is it right here.
I don't think this is it, unfortunately. I think that'd
No.
be cool, but I
We
feel
should
like it
look
had
that
to
up.
have happened before this.
All right.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ferris
had one
Bueller's Day
before.
Off. I was gonna say that.
Sure.
Right on.
That
Let's look it
dude,
up.
listen, I when I saw Ferris Bueller's Day Off,
Let's look it
that
up,
was
guys. That's a
that
good
was
question.
pre-internet. We were told, like, kids at the school were like, you got to stay till after the credits, because up till then you always left. You always left, but we were told, and they didn't ruin it for us. They're like, you just got to stay till the end. And I fucking died laughing. I thought it was so cool having him break the fourth wall. I'd never seen that before.
That's maybe one of the best to ever do it for sure. But I just looked it up. It was apparently The Silencers, which was a 1966 film.
You Googled
First
it.
Never do it. I did Google it.
Give it the gaggle. All right, that was Shopping Mall. Let's go to recommendations. The first one for me is going to be, what is it going to be? Oh, it's going to be, shit, what is this movie called again? We saw this in Joe Bob when he was there. Brain Damage.
I love Brain Damage.
I thought this movie was amazing. I enjoyed the shit out of this movie.
Great movie.
And like,
I love this.
These are movies for me that I didn't know, I've never watched before. But
Ducky,
like, I
didn't you watch this with me and
you and Alex
yeah.
and his wife? Like, dude,
His
I
wife, yeah.
love this movie. I thought it was so much fun. I was drunk while watching it. I was having a blast. I definitely want to watch it on the cast at some point. It's totally worth it. There's a woman who gives fellatio basically and gets fucking penetrated in the head. It's just fucking awesome, movie.
Wait, isn't that kind of the definition of fellatio?
Yeah, it's got this little puppet and it talks with like a British accent, dude. It's so good.
It's a pretty good stoner movie. It's a really good.
I went over everybody's head, Miles.
It did.
It's a commentary on heroin, I think. I'm not sure, but like, if you've
know.
never seen it before, it's so fucking good. My second pick will be Dead and Buried, which we watched on the cast. It was David's pick. God damn it, I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. And along with Shopping Mall,
Pet
it is a
Cemetery?
brisk.
I did not
Dead
see
and Buried.
this.
This is a short.
I always think
shorter
of Pet
movie.
Cemetery when I see this.
Yeah, dude, it was so much fun.
It came out before it too, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I think
81.
Did y'all hear about that
Oh,
new
it had to
series called Before Wherever They're At? It's a prequel.
The Pet Cemetery.
Really?
It's like 50 years. It's like back when Jed was like a teenager.
Wow.
That is better.
That's cool.
It's gonna be on Netflix, 8-part series. So
Oh, wow.
So when
Take
Herman
that.
Herman Munster was a kid.
Yep,
That's cool.
Jed is a teenager, so it tells you how far back they're going. But they're doing like origins and shit, so I think that could be fucking cool. And they're doing that Welcome to Derry, dude. I
That
think
looks
fucking-
good.
Oh, they're
That
doing
looks
Welcome to
real
Derry.
good.
That's cool.
I think
And they're
fucking-
doing a Friday the 13th prequel
Hold
too.
on, what is that one? What is that one? Hold on.
So,
Yeah.
does anyone have any recommendations?
I've got a
Just,
couple of them.
I got Dawn of the Dead. How many people did that one?
Yeah, that was just.
I
me.
skipped it because I
Oh, yeah,
assumed
pretty
everybody else
amazing.
would do it.
Pretty,
Yeah.
pretty amazing. Yeah.
That's probably the best horror movie to take place in a mall, I think. Like,
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good.
Adam
Miles,
Mallrats.
Miles, what do you got?
I went with two silly mall-based horror recommendations. One of them is an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? It's called The Pinball Wizard.
You're
Oh,
going
dude.
Nickelodeon on us, dude.
Dude, I love Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's one of the best ever episodes. It uses like kids horror in a mall setting very, very well. The other one is far more recent and honestly a contender for one of the movies I might have us review on this show in the future. I don't remember what year it came out, but it was within the last 5 to 7 tops. It's called Slacks, and it is a movie about a killer pair of jeans, and it takes place at like an artificial, like a pseudo gap, if you will. It's entirely set in a mall, and it's honestly just like it's obviously stupid, but it reminds me of Rubber, and that it takes a really, really ridiculous concept and makes it really good.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see it. What's it called again?
Slacks with 2 X's.
That's gonna be badass. Yeah, I'm totally
The
done to check that out.
sisterhood
Is that
of the
streaming
killer
anywhere?
jeans.
That's what
What's
I
that,
thought.
Jen?
Is that streaming anywhere?
I watched it on Shudder, but that was at least a year ago, so I'm not sure if it's still there or not.
Slacks. Okay, I have Shutter. I'm gonna check it out. That's pretty badass.
All right. Anyone else got a recommendation? Crux, Jay,
I was
David?
gonna say Dawn of the Dead, but that's I don't think there's a person that's seen this and not seen Dawn of the Dead.
I got a few guys. I got a few. I'm ready to rock, man. I got a list.
What's the was it Fear Street 1984 that took place in the mall?
Also, the mall in Stranger Things was inspired heavily by this mall, the Sherman Oaks Galleria.
That's cool.
See, it was the mall in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's been a ton. It was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's just been used in so many movies. It's been a real character, and they say it still has stores. So I mean, it might be on the downside because
Well, you know if it's on the downside, it has that Asian knife store or the Asian sword store. Once that pops up, you know your mall is about to
on
die.
the way out.
Yeah.
God damn.
So, what are your recommendations, Jay?
No, let's just see. As far as Super Cop, it's a really cool movie that has a badass mall scene where he actually has to. I think it's Super Cop. I might be wrong. It's the one where he goes through the electric, all the electric lights. So I might even have the wrong one. I think that's it. But I'll look into it.
All right, cool.
But yeah.
And David, you said 1984.
No, Fear Street, 1984. That takes place in the mall. And also, if we're talking about scenes in the mall, then we got to do Blues Brothers, the car chase in the mall.
There you go.
Fucking epic.
Well, then we could do Mallrats. Probably one of the best mall movies.
I mean, you can recommend whatever you want. Yeah, that's totally fun. All right. Well, this time where they can find you on the internet. If you have any shows coming up, Miles, what you got going on?
You can find me everywhere at Mr. Most Days Off, and I post out all my shows on there. So just follow me online.
Very cool. David, where can they find you on the internet?
Instagram, Children of Dave, this Saturday at Viva's Burlesque Show, and then the 14th of September at Hollywood Heat Burlesque.
Oh yeah.
Crux, where can they find you on the internet?
That's everywhere at Crux Crawford. That's at CRUX Crawford. I have a podcast called Crux. Yeah. It's everywhere you listen to That's right. Everywhere you listen to podcasts and then visuals on YouTube. And this Saturday, I will be at Rose City in Thailand.
Hell yeah, dude.
Tyler, Texas, man. That's a fun city, man.
That's a great comedy club, man.
First thing you'll realize when you walk out in Tyler, you'll be like, "Oh my God, the air! I can breathe it. It's nice."
I can recommend some spots over there, man. I visited for off and on for like 20 years.
Nice.
So
Tyler's beautiful.
It's my fourth or fifth time out there. I love that place, man.
It's pretty badass.
Raph, where can they find you on the internet?
At Little House on the Parody. And then I have a show at Deep Ellum Brewery September 22nd. And then at Luke Cinema September 30 with Flo Hernandez. So get your tickets for that and come check me out.
Cool.
Nice.
Where can they find the Ego Phoenix, Jay?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna be doing a little stuff in October. Doing a little stuff on the Ego Phoenix Fearcast. See it on Facebook. I'm just gonna talk about movies that have a lot to do with travel. So I won't be doing a lot, but I'm gonna be doing some deep dives, and then I'm gonna kind of document my own little personal experience when I go up to Massachusetts. So,
dude, I'm excited about that. We'll live vicariously through your
What
trip.
days are you going to be up there?
What's that? I'm not gonna, just the last like, just like the last 4 days. So I'll be flying back on the 30th. So it'll be good.
Oh, yeah.
That's a cute puppy. Look at that puppy. And
Hey,
you can
baby.
find us on the internet at, I changed it, Ducky Wenzel Comedy everywhere. So it's no longer We Are Podcast except for the Twitch channel. But other than that, everything else has been changed over to Ducky Wenzel Comedy. So check it out. And you can find us every Monday for Camp/Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past live at 8 p.m. Central. Next week will be Joey Johnson's pick, The Void. I don't even know what this movie's about, so I'm going in totally.
Oh, it's gory. It's awesomely gory.
It's a wild one, man.
All right, cool. I'm totally down.
He wants to bring a bruiser into it.
Yeah, I'm totally down. That's totally.
I think he's missed a few therapy sessions. I think he's trying to work it out.
This movie is definitely a bruiser. This movie gets bruiser status for me.
Is it as bad as that Korean one that we watched that fucked me up for weeks?
The Sadness.
The Sadness. That movie fucked me.
Oh, that movie. That was a big one, dude. That was a messed up.
Jay, you need to check it out, Jay. It's a good one.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Who didn't see it?
Well, I saw it on. It was on Shudder, I believe it was. Yeah, I watched it like almost a year ago.
Yeah, that movie fucked.
I watched the whole movie
up.
in my 80s room. I watched it like it was really cool with in like just very, very like in the zone.
You're in the zone right now.
No, no, but in there it's just different. You're surrounded with a different kind of, I don't know. It's just your energy is just, it feels good in there. That's all I'm saying. It's cool.
All right. Well, with that said, keep horror in your heart, everybody. Keep it in your heart. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. And we will cut the feed. All right.